Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today is a great day. Why? Because Ethereum has gotten over the hump of $1,500. Now we're on the 4-hour chart, mind you. Okay, don't usually look at this, but when we're going over these milestones, I like to flip it on a shorter time frame just to see the movement. And we're going down now, down maybe like a third of a percent down, but we got as high as 1541 on Poloniex at least, and on other crypto exchanges. I think all of them have at least gone over 1500 at one point today, and it's a great thing. We see this line of support, and in fact, it is the line of support that I drew to indicate the all-time high, roughly around the prior all-time high. And interestingly enough, it has acted as resistance. We've been hovering over here for quite some time, and essentially hugging the elusive 20-day moving average, and kind of like the same idea with basic attention token of my previous video, where we've been hugging the 20-day. The 20-day has been acting as support this whole time, but the 20-day is moving up because Ethereum's been moving up. At the same time, it's been bouncing off of this prior all-time high as resistance, and so it gets squeezed and squeezed and until one side breaks. And today we saw that happen. We saw it break to the upside. So what next, right? So right now, Ethereum is trading at 1510. Got as high as again 1544 on Poloniex. This is we would need to close above, like we've been needed to close here. There's 3 hours left and 3 hours and 4 minutes left on the daily UTC time. So that is how long we have to wait. If it's able to close above $1,500 and we're able to maintain it by tomorrow, then that is great news, and probably we're going to see a short-term reaction on Ethereum. We're going to see Ethereum probably move up higher. What are the implications of that? Well, the implications of it is that it would probably be at this point outpacing Bitcoin, which it already is. I mean, it has been for the past month. Okay, people have some kind of short-term memory loss when we're through here, right? And Ethereum's bleeding. Ethereum's not doing anything. Might I remind you guys that Ethereum has been moving. It's moved from bottom to where we are right now, 84% against Bitcoin. So those are not peanuts, you guys. These are the reasons why we hold Ethereum is to see it start to outpace Bitcoin, and we're seeing that happen now, as well as some other altcoins as well. But with Ether Bitcoin moving up, the US dollar is probably going to move up exponentially. It's going to move up fairly quickly within the short term. I usually don't make, I don't usually talk about short term a lot, or I don't put much stock into it. And even this, I don't put much stock into it either. But as we've seen with Bitcoin, and it's moved past $20,000, we saw the price double, essentially double. We could probably, it won't be the same, maybe, who knows, but we probably see something similar to Ethereum, where once it breaks the prior all-time high, much like in any coin and any argument that we have, is when it breaks past the prior all-time high, then it's price discovery mode, right? Like there's no prior price history for it to there's no mental barriers, there's no price levels that we usually talk about, and we kind of treat it the same, or at least I would, when at this point with Ethereum, when we what we talk about Uniswap, when there is no price history to go back on. So it's kind of like just constant price discovery mode. And so I would say the same with Ethereum, and that is a good thing. I mean, we've been waiting for a long time for Ethereum to break its prior all-time high. We knew it was coming, or at least I expected it to happen. I just didn't know when. And here we are, we're at 1533. Another thing that would probably happen in the short term, and I think in anything this is more significant. With Ethereum moving up like this, and if it's able to hold $1,500 by tonight, and then carry on for tomorrow, then total two, the altcoin market cap, so the market cap excluding Bitcoin, would most likely get back up to the prior all-time high at a $451 billion. Now, obviously, I don't think that's going to be all Ethereum, but I think if Ethereum is healthy, if Ethereum is moving up like this, then we can expect other altcoins to start moving in that same direction as well. And at the same time, I mean, altcoins have been moving in that direction. Uniswap last month is up 200%. Basic attention token last month, uh, you know, is up 30%. Chainlink last month 75% against Bitcoin. Uh, Litecoin, I mean, it's been kind of stagnant, but I kind of expect it to move up shortly. Um, VeChain's kind of been down, uh, but I would argue for the past few months, uh, or at least January, altcoins have been trending up against Bitcoin, and that is going to be uh, my kind of signal. If Ethereum is able to hold that pseudo barrier of $1,500, because honestly, $1,500 is nothing, uh, um, in the sense of it's not significant. We just treat it as significant, and therefore the price kind of reflects that. Um, if Ethereum is healthy like this, the run for altcoins will probably continue. And if it probably continues, then we are going to get to $451 billion in no time in market cap. And in fact, it's only, I would say only, it's only about 17% away. We're 65 billion and a half short. And 65 billion is a lot of money, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that far away. It wasn't like back when we were talking in December, where we said that all coins essentially needed to move up 50%. Sorry, 100%. It would need to double in valuation in order to get to the prior all-time high, which is no small feat. 17% in comparison to that, not so much. I think we're definitely possible in doing that. So with that said, keep an eye on Ether Bitcoin. Uh, I talked about this earlier today on a long-term perspective, is that uh, Ethereum has broken out of the symmetrical triangle. We are in Q1. There's a lot of things going for it to indicate that it's going to move higher up. That isn't something I would take to the bank, but there's a lot of indicators saying that uh, Ethereum should be moving up. It has the momentum. We see it reverse on the weekly. You could say that this was the reversal right here. Another argument can say, well, we're just continuing the trend back in 2019, which is a case in itself. Like, I would agree. Um, with that said, with this breakout, I expect the move up to be a lot sharper than this. And the ultimate target would be for me is essentially the last sell I'd probably make is around 0.08 Bitcoin, which is something that I'm looking at, and you guys know also. In addition, I'll be looking at $8,000 for Ethereum as probably one of my last sells, and you guys know that too. And I've talked. I made a video about it. So there's a lot of good things on if Ethereum's able to hold $1,500 and continue on for tomorrow, and hopefully for the week, the longer it's above $1,500, the more bullish I get. More indication for me to think that this is primed and ready, just like Bitcoin was when it broke past its prior all-time high. The move up, the second leg, you could say like this is the first leg. This is going to be the second leg, and it's going to help propel us to $2,000, $4,000, etc., $8,000, maybe even $10,000. But that's way down the line, and I don't even think we might even get there. But in the meantime, this is a catalyst. This is good starts. Okay, and if Ethereum's able to hold this, there's a lot of other good things lying ahead for Ethereum in the broader altcoin space. Because remember, in order for Total 2 to really make these moves, like what it did last month at 63% gain, um, a lot of it is due to Ethereum. Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency. We must rely on Ethereum to not only um, help give us an index or like a thermometer check on the altcoin health, but it also takes a huge chunk of market cap for altcoins, and when Ethereum moves like this, that's when we really see the blip on the radar for Total 2 and also Bitcoin dominance. Um, I mean, look at right now. I mean, Uniswap's down 15%, Chainlink's down 4%, Basic Attention Token's down 7%. I mean, altcoins in themselves are kind of bleeding right now. However, Bitcoin dominance has only moved 0.23 percentage points. Why? Because Ethereum is up. Ethereum's up pretty well. Ethereum's up 4% against Bitcoin. And it's because Ethereum just takes so much of that market cap of altcoins that when it can hold the dominance where it is, as long as it's bullish, as long as it's moving up. The rest of the market can crap the bed, for lack of a better term, and Bitcoin can be up, it's up 6-7% today, and even with that, if Ethereum's outpacing Bitcoin, well, Bitcoin dominance is kind of stuck, so to speak. Now, if Ethereum obviously comes back down, becomes neutral territory on Ether Bitcoin, then we'll probably see this Bitcoin dominance move up quite a bit. Not like double digits, obviously, but you would see it'll be a little bit more noticeable on the chart. But for now, I mean, we're right under 60. We're at 63% Bitcoin dominance. We haven't moved that much for today, and we haven't moved that much for the last 2 weeks or so. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that video. Exciting times ahead if Ethereum holds $1,500. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.